So today I have decided to keep going, don't need a rest day, feel good. So it's 8 in the morning, I was up early, like at 5:30, I walked a little bit around. There was a cafe open at 6, so me and the proprietor had a little chat via Google Translation, which is good. So I'm leaving Pamplona now and heading for Puente, Reina. A long walk ahead of us today, but I tell you what, I know it's meant to be like the winter Camino here, February, but maybe it's an advantage of being Irish and that you can have your shorts on and your fleece, and I was able to get rid of a thermal vest and an extra t-shirt, didn't need them, so it's 2 things gone from the backpack. So yeah, that's actually the little pastry coffee shop I was in early this morning. So I'm hitting the road, no need to stay in Pamplona. You just go on the path and you let it go wherever it takes you. As I'm just leaving the main part of Pamplona, I mean, I even ran into some of the other guys there having their breakfast there, but I decided to crack on because it's important for me to have a little bit of time on my own too, because I think I'm a person who likes to be around people. I like to be in groups and social situations, but you know, this trip you have to have time on your own. It's the reason for coming alone. So as I've talked about before, that mix of being with people and being on your own is the way to do it for me. So at some point on the road as well, I have an audio book which I might stick in for half an hour or an hour. I brought with me George Orwell's Homage to Catalonia, so that will be for when I'm just on the kind of more country roads on my own. Just one little observation that I have leaving a city, you know, early in the morning, big city, people going to work, and you know, it's just even after a couple of days you feel so far removed from your life at home, in a good way. You kind of feel like you're an alien just landed on a different planet, you know, and so just makes you see things from the outside a little bit. And again, like I said yesterday, I don't know whether that's the effect of me wanting to believe that or trying to find the purpose in all this, or whether that's just the way, or whether they're one and the same. So I notice I say so a lot as well. But it's an unusual thing just talking to a camera like this. Trying to be real and not try and come up with clever things to say or to be acting. So did it again. Just had a funny little experience there. I should have taken a photograph. I was stopped by a woman. She was sort of an English accent, but she said that she'd lived here for ages, and she was asking me where I was from and was I not cold in the shorts. And it turns out that she has Irish family, as everyone does. And we talked a little bit about Ireland, and then she gave me a big hug. I should have taken a photograph, but I didn't. But it was nice to be stopped on the street and have a conversation. Just come to my first town. So that's the ugly part of the trek for today done. Just coming out of the city past motorways and stuff like that. And the good news is that I can take just 2 minutes here, drink of water. This is a place called Cesur Menor, I think. Not much going on here. It's a fair old schlep, about 6k to the next stop. So I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to stop there then for my break before we come to the windmills and the iron statue, Pilgrim Monument, which I'm very excited about seeing. Let's do a quick zoom into the hill there. I'm heading for that place, and then up and beyond that mountain. That is what is in store for the next couple of hours. For some random reason, I'm listening to the Arctic Monkeys' first album, and I'm just reflecting on that. I think that came out in 2006. I was in second year in college, and when I hear these songs, I have such a, as everyone does with music, it brings me right back to where I was. And so it's nice on a walk like this to be reflective on who you are and who you were, and how life is going. Since the last signpost, we've done 3.5k or so, whatever it is. So, another maybe 3k, 4k to lunchtime. Now, if I just zoom in, hopefully the camera, you can pick up the windmills there. So that is Good news, they're on the right path, and that mountain up along those windmills is where I am headed, up over that direction. Woo. It'll be some sight when I get to look down from there. It's always amazing when you look back. You try not to look back, but when you do, especially when you're at a height, just to see how far you've come. So, on we go. Oh, by the way, a little tip: I absolutely 100% recommend getting hiking poles. And the thing is, you don't have to worry about space in your bag, because if you don't have them already, don't buy them at home. Wait till you get to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, because they have a hiking store right beside the Pilgrim office, and you can buy your last minute bits and pieces. And they're very, very helpful for uphill, for downhill, for the knees, and as well, they just give you something to focus on that when you need to just be mechanical and just plod along. And obviously, like, I'm aiming this at people who are like me, who are not hikers. I mean, obviously, people who are outdoorsy and hikey. Well, no, it's not revolutionary to say, but it's my first time using them, and I found them very helpful. A pilgrim who obviously passed away. I don't know whether it was on the Camino or what. So wherever he is, I hope he went Camino. Nice little town, actually. The French are coming. I decided to have my little lunch here because up there, Anthony was saying, it gets very, very windy. I should have known that. The clue was in the windmills. So no, I won't be staying up there too long. So I have a bit of a steep climb and a very steep descent as well. And then it's going to be a fairly light stroll after that, all the way down to Puente. Steep. Reaching here has been the hard work for the walk of today done, and then the rest being quite straightforward after that. So downhill, nice and leisurely, and in the distance you can see a couple of towns. So hey, I'm going 3 towns over. Just walking through Uterga now, and it's a good job I'm walking alone, because Luis from Sao Paulo, if you're watching this, I could have beat you all over again, and it could have been worse this time. Bigger goals. That's cool. This is like the Spanish version of Glenview Park, where we would build goals and play on a little green like this. It produced 2 professional footballers, to be fair, and me, you know, the one that got away. So shout out to the lads. But yeah, it's a cool little spot, huh? Santiago, 697 kilometers. The area you come into has its own little vibe. I mean, check out this little walk-in. I mean, very cool. Never been anywhere like this before. Now I can see the next town, Obanos, in the distance. So the good way to look at it is I have 4.5 to go, but it's split into between the 2 towns. So Obanos has these cool shells. Little variation, I haven't seen them before. They pop out and they're type of what they're made of, but you know, we're in Camino. Even though I have a full, well, nearly semi-full water, I'm going to get rid of this Pamplona city water, and I'm going to, for the first time, try some fresh Spanish village fountain water. So Let's see if it's any use. Broken. Brilliant. I mean, it's good in a way because it's funny for the vlog, and it's the one moment of today where it's not me just spouting my nonsense philosophy about El Camino. But Jesus, you wouldn't want to be dying of thirst, would you? Rule to self, and note this for anyone thinking of doing the Camino: before you go and empty your city water out, check that the fountain works. I mean, that's rule number one. Lessons learned. Let me be the ghillie, so that you don't be when you arrive here. Taking 5 here anyway with the boots and socks off. Oh yeah, that feels good. Dear Mayor of Obanos, what's the story with your fountain? Get it sorted. Yours sincerely, El Pellegrino. Peregrino. It shows you. My mind's turned to dust here. I finally entered Puente Reina to the albergue. Hostel, Anthony. Say hello to my friend. Hello, friend of Steven. Yes. We will catch Anthony for. And this is the hospitalero from Korea.
안녕하세요.
We are in Dormitorio. I'm in the French dorm. The Frenchies tonight. Yes. Okay. Au revoir. That's why Oliver is the best, because he brings back this. Everyone has the deep conversations, and we all talk about where we're from and the cultural stuff and what this means to us, and then we just have a few beers and some food, and everyone shares, and it's all very nice. Go on, Igor. Go on, Igor. He's the Mexican Russian. The Mexican Russian. Ron Lee. Hey, it got some more. I think it might be Igor. Nostrovia. Go on, Igor. Simple.